This is Stephen with Christian Music Network, and we're here with Joshua Redding. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Good, 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 good. So, tell me about yourself.
Well, I mean, myself, for those who don't know, I'm the lead singer of the band Mawcore. We are a Christian rock band. It's been around for a little while. And so some people know, some people don't, but this is an opportunity to share with people who don't know us, I guess.
Yeah, definitely, definitely did. So, how did Mawcore started?
So Mawcore, it actually came about out of a situation where like there was another band that we had, and there was a lot of things that kind of fell apart, including some stuff in my life I fell up that kind of fell apart, and almost was going to give up on music altogether because of the things that were going on in life there. And it just was like, I don't know, should I continue doing this? And the two other remaining members of the other band that sort of stuck it out with me and kind of went through the ride and the journey with me kind of continued to encourage me, and together we started writing music again. We started working on stuff, and it started kind of coming together, and but we still didn't have a name. So we're like, well, let's just keep working on music and see how this goes, and maybe a name will come to us. And the one member, Jeff, at that time, he was reading it sort of in a passage that we kind of dealt with our other band, sort of like we had a band called Blushing Well, and that kind of derived from the woman at the well when she met Jesus. Well,
Mm,
he went back to reading that passage, and he was fine. He found further down when Jesus offered her living water, he was actually offering her mawcore. He was offering her himself. He was the core of all life. And he's like, if you believe in me, you will receive life eternal. And so mawcore is the core, the essence of where all life comes from, which is God. So it was pretty awesome to have that discovery. And we're like, well, that's kind of what we need right now. We need this ever giving, ever present life in us, and this hope and hope eternal. And so that's where we kind of love the name Mawcore. Kind of sounded cool too, Mawcore. So we stuck with
yeah,
that.
very sure. It's a cool name. Yeah. Pretty awesome. 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 So you have some songs here. Tell me about War Cry.
Warcry is off of our most recent release, which is actually self-titled Warcry. And Warcry is that it's a little bit of a play on words. All of our stuff is, but Warcry is the realization that we are called for something greater than we can understand. The God is calling us to go to battle. It's not maybe not a physical battle, but yet it is for some people. Like we might be in a situation where we're there to help a friend out. We might be in a situation where we're the right person for the right situation to rescue someone from, maybe a potential suicide. But we are going to a battle every day. We're going to a war every day, and it's gonna come at a cost. And are we willing to take up that calling? Are we willing to go and answer that call? So war cry is the I'll answer the call because I believe that God's going to give me the victory through this. And so I'm going to go no matter what the cost. And so that song war cry came about because we were feeling that that's what God was having for us at that moment in time.
Cool. 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 So yeah, you also have a song called Bottom Feed. Um,
Yeah, Bottom Feed is was actually
Foreshaw.
released. It was
Okay.
released originally on a song on an EP. Actually, our very first EP we ever put out, we released Bottom Feed, and then we re-released it with Justin Forshaw of We as Humans, and also As We Ascend. But he kind of gave new life to the song. So then when we re-released that one as a single in 2021, which is hard to believe that it's been that long. But yeah, bottom feed is it's also kind of a victorious type of situation because um he we were just feeling beat down, and because of things that had gone on, people were telling they were pouring kind of hopelessness into our lives, and we had to accept the fact that it wasn't their words that mattered. It was the fact that God was there with us. God was going to bring us through us. And no matter how far people tried to push us down, no matter how much they wanted us to stay down, God was going to lift us up. He was going to bring us out of that bottom, and we were no longer have to be the one subjected to that craziness. So, yeah.
Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, you also have a song called Rise Up, so tell me about that.
Well, rise up again. You'll find a theme that in all of our songs that we might sometimes focus on maybe a negative topic or a topic that's a tough topic, but we try to always lead people to hope. And rise up is the we rise up when we lay it down, is what the words say in that. When we are willing to say, God, I don't know what's going on in my life. I honestly can't handle what's going on in my life. I'm going to stop holding on to this. And it also could be also laying down the things that are distracting us. Like some people are like, I can't seem to get anything done for God as they're scrolling on their phone, or they're like, I can't seem to get anything done for God as they're holding an addiction in their hand, whatever that addiction is. And they when we put those things down, when we lay these things down before God, the burdens that we think we're supposed to bear on our own, when we put those at his feet, he will then lift us up and make us succeed in life, whatever that looks like. Some people are like, well, I didn't find any money when I trusted God. And you're like, wait, that's not always a guarantee. God
Yeah.
doesn't make us wealthy. He just makes us, he points us on the right path that he has for us. And that may be a path of poverty, which is what he wants for us. And we just have to accept that.
Cool, 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 cool. So, where can we get your m music?
Our music is everywhere. Mainly, we like to direct people to places like iTunes. You can get it on iTunes, like Apple Music. I think that's what they call it now, is Apple Music. I think I always mess that up,
Yeah.
and people are like, it's Apple Music. So you can get it on Apple Music. You can get it on Spotify. Spotify is, I mean, you just look up, for now, if you just look up Mawcore on either Spotify or Apple Music, we are currently the only Mawcore on there. If you go to YouTube, there is another Mawcore. It was a person a long time ago, maybe like 10 years ago. They maybe more than that. I think they were using it as a gamer name, and they did a lot of
Hmm.
gaming on there, so they spelled theirs a little bit different. But we asked them to, just because they haven't used their YouTube for a long time, so we asked them to give it up and they wouldn't. But we have the more views on our YouTube than they do, so I think that if you type in Mawcore on YouTube, you'll find us first. And we're on Facebook. I don't think Facebook has a music player though. And then there's a lot of radio stations that play our stuff too. So you may just be in an area that has a radio station playing our songs.
Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, and there'll be a link there, to for all our songs. So cool. So, how can we contact you?
The best way to contact us is through mawcore.com. So if you go to www.mawcore.com, if anybody still says www, it's
Yeah,
funny how,
yeah,
like, it's
yeah,
funny how
yeah.
we can age out of things real fast. Like
Exactly, exactly. Just
ling lingo's moving so quickly these days. It's sort of like I can't keep up with the lingo. I'm so uncool already. It's insane.
yeah, 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 yeah. Just
I just
mawcore.com.
Yeah, mawcore.com is where you find us. There is a link to either ask to book us for shows. There's a link to inquire about more information. We even have a store on there where people can purchase our merchandise. And there's even recipes on there. So if you go to mawcore.com, you actually find some recipes that we did a long time ago just for the fun of it. They're not even real.
Cool.
Well, some of them are real recipes. That's the scary thing. So.
Okay, cool, cool.
So,
What recipes do you have on there?
there, so a while ago, I think I was just scouring the web, and I was just curious about Christmas recipes, and I started coming across some really bizarre Christmas recipes.
Hmm,
So
cool.
we as a band decided to create our own recipes, or
Okay.
to or to share some of these crazy recipes we found. So we just put a bunch of bizarre Christmas food recipes on the website, and for a while that was actually an attraction marketing type of thing. People were coming to our website because of the recipes, which is fine with me. That was hilarious. So we have a blog that I haven't kept up with here recently because of how busy we are, but we were doing a daily encouragement blog. So there's devotionals and stuff on there for people to find as well.
Cool, 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 cool. Okay. What are your concerts like?
What are our concerts like? Like what do we have coming up? Or
Yes, yes, yes.
um,
Or
so
what you've done and where you and then and the concerts you were going to do. So
okay. Well, we've been blessed to be able to play a lot of different concerts. We've been, pretty much any probably any band that has been around a while, we've probably played with. We've even had the blessing to play with Skillet back in the day. We can't claim that right now. The only closest thing we get to do play with Skillet is when they're at the same festival we're at, but we don't we don't get to be direct support. But we have been able to be direct support from them a long time ago when they were not playing, arenas. But we have been able to play a lot of festivals. We have some festivals coming up this summer that have been solidified. I believe we're going to be at Life Fest, which is one of the nation's largest festivals in the Midwest in Wisconsin. So people could see us if they're in the Wisconsin area or nearby. They can just come on out to Life Fest, Oshkosh, and hang out with us and all the other great bands playing that week. I think that's a 3 or 4 day festival. It might be a 4 day festival.
well,
So, um, and we get to be there. We're playing a new festival that just started in Columbia, Maryland. I think it's called Return Fest. So that'll be happening. I'm trying to remember. There's a few things in the works that we haven't nailed down. There's some fall festivals and some fall concerts that we have lined up. So I mean, if people go to our website, they'll be able to see as we add the concerts to it. I don't think we've added all of them to it yet, but as we get ourselves organized and start posting it on there, they can find our website concerts, and they'll know where we are. And if
well,
we're not in an area somebody wants us to be, then they need to call us and get us there.
sure, 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 definitely. So, what's it like for for people coming to your concerts?
Hopefully it's an encouraging a time of encouragement. We try to, apart from entertaining, we try to put together a show that's entertaining, and we try to enjoy ourselves. We hope that while they're there, like depending on the festival or depending on the concert venue, depends on what we bring out equipment wise. Sometimes we have our own light shows. Sometimes we just use whatever is at the venue. But our goal throughout each one of our concerts is to make it a personal experience where we are hopefully connecting with people on a personal level, maybe trusting that the Holy Spirit's working through us and having the right thing come out of our mouths. So those who are in attendance are getting something from that night that they've come. Because when people go to concerts, they don't go to um, continue. They kind of go to get away from what's going on in life. You go to concerts to enjoy yourselves, to find encouragement, to just let go, and hopefully when they come out to a Mawcore concert, they not only enjoy themselves, but they also leave feeling like some of their burdens are lifted off of them. And hopefully, those who maybe are struggling with their walk with Christ or have never even had a walk with Christ have the opportunity to actually explore that, or maybe even come to that. Sometimes concerts are just a seed planting situation where um, we're just kind of that igniter, and hopefully that'll ignite conversations with friends when they leave there, and we only can pray that after that they see that Jesus is real and Jesus is something that they want in their lives. And so we try to do a little bit of all that so we can, I don't know, it's there we only have one opportunity each time, and hopefully we we take that opportunity seriously and we deliver a a practical message. No, something that's not thumping people on the heads. You won't ever find Mawcore preaching like a hellfire and brimstone type of situation. We kind of are going on our own journey, and we hope that our journey is relatable to other people.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So what's ahead for you?
Well, in the very near future, we have some new music coming out. We have a new single that was supposed to release already, but it hasn't. And we have a new music video that we're going to be releasing along with that. So we have some cool stuff coming up. As as long as the Lord allows us to do it, we kind of just trust Him. It's a pretty it's pretty tough sometimes being an independent because all of the stuff we do comes out of our pocket. Um, but it's also rewarding being an independent because you kind of see the fruits of your labor quicker than you would if you were a part of like a record label situation, because the record label sometimes will not share the successes with you right away because they just want you to be hungry and they want you to keep going at it, and you kind of
Mhm.
get burned out doing that. So being an independent, while it's tough, and it's very expensive, it's still rewarding because we get to see the fruits of our labor more rapidly.
Oh, cool, cool, cool. So what advice do you have for other musicians?
Um, Keep going at it. It's not going to be easy. If you're just starting out, it's definitely harder than it was 15 years ago. Music and the arts in general are becoming more and more disrespected by the world. But
Mm,
that shouldn't be a reason for giving up. Definitely hone your craft as much as possible. Any time that it feels like a stagnant time, maybe things aren't going as well as you thought it should go. That's probably a time where you're supposed to get better at what you're doing, or you're supposed to get closer to God. Especially if you are on the mission to share Jesus through your music, then maybe you're not doing something because God just wants you to get more familiar with him. And so don't let other people tear you down, but also be open to advice, be open to criticism. It's not bad to have criticism. It helps refine us more. If someone says that we sound terrible, maybe they're right. maybe
yeah,
we should maybe we should listen to them, and maybe we should go back and analyze what we're doing. That only makes us better people when we take advice, good or bad, and we kind of apply it to our lives and let it roll off your back, because there's going to be, I mean, there's 8 billion people in the world. There's going to be plenty of people that hate what you do. Um,
mhm.
but we don't do that for the people who hate us. We do it for the people that we're supposed to do it for. And those people they'll connect with us when it's right, when the time's right. So if those musicians are out there, they're struggling, they feel like giving up, that's normal. That's a normal feeling. In fact, it seems like the more people know you, the more that feeling hits you, because you constantly have to keep up with yourself. And so it's not, that feeling's never going to go away. So just get used to that feeling and move forward, press through it. God's got great things for you ahead, and you just have to trust him for his leading.
Oh, cool, 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 cool. Well, like to thank you for coming on, Joshua. It was my pleasure. Any last words?
Um, Joshua 1:9 is what I always stick to. Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with you wherever you go. Just remember that. And that's not just for um, fighting through the battle. It's also for remembering that God is with us in all that we do. So if we're struggling with an addiction, if we're struggling with depression, if we're struggling with a weakness, if we're struggling with a relationship, God is with us. He's there. He's in the midst of us. In Zephaniah, he says that he's there. He's in the midst of us. He dwells with us. He's never going to leave us. He's never going to forsake us. Um, and his Holy Spirit is far more powerful than we give him credit. And if we just let our lives open up to that, we are going to find the strength and the courage to persevere and push through. So don't give up. God is with you.
That's a great to hear, and we'll look forward to more music coming out, and possibly more venues too.
Yes,
So
yes. But it
yeah,
was awesome. It was awesome being with you. I appreciate the time.
yes. So if you want Mawcore, give them a call or just contact them on like Facebook or their website. So, yep.
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Yep. Uh, 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 good night and God bless you.
Good night. And God
Bye.
bless you as well. See ya.